One of the most likely things to happen in Generation 9 in Scarlet and Violet is that they will be adding new regional variants, and I thought why not talk about some of these possibilities and what they could look like and what they could be based on. So here we go. Also, the comment of the day from the last video is right here, and of course a new question of the day, which is what regional variant would you want to see in the future for this game to be revealed? So let us know and let's get started. First is a new form of Tauros. First of all, Tauros is based on a bull, and it specifically is called the Wild Bull Pokemon. Secondly, it's one of the few Generation 1 Pokemon that remains, which hasn't gotten a rework or things added to it, which most likely would make sense to be seen some changes this time around. And they need to kind of change it in some way or shape at some point, because you know all the Gen 1 Pokemon will get their love eventually. Now, I know that bullfighting is a sensitive topic, specifically in Spain, but I don't see why we couldn't have a new form of Tauros anyways that ignores that specific history and present events there, and instead takes other aspects of bulls like the weird cave paintings of bisons that you can see actually found in the kind of these ancient caves of Alamaria or whatever that are found in Spain. Perhaps just changing, you know, the bull to have a different theme or making it a different color that fits more with that history rather than bullfighting. But still, maybe just making it into a buffalo looking thing would also work. Or the total, opposite direction, which again, just make it into a black bull. Honestly, like, why not? Tauros fits that theme, and just making it more aggressive, than your regular Cantonian Tauros would make sense. Now, whatever you guys think, you can just let me know in the comments down below, but I think something like this design, just a black bull version of Tauros I actually work. Now, I just want to know your guys' thoughts on this as well. Then I was thinking, why not give our snaky friend from Kanto a new form? In particular, Ekans. Well, it also could work for Seviper from Generation 3, but there is basically this snake named the Latastes Viper, which is found within rocky outcrops of dry scrublands and even some woodlands within Spain, and these things are incredibly dangerous and have a powerful venom which can even kill a person. So why not have a Ekans, or like I mentioned, even a Seviper, gain a regional variant that mimics that of this snake that exists within Spain. This version of Ekans, which is made by Villaboom, shows what this sort of could look like, as it resembles the Latastes Viper quite a bit in coloration, and personally I think it would make a lot of sense to give it a ground typing and have it in the deserts of Scarlet and Violet, which we saw in the trailer. Seems like the perfect area to keep this sort of snake just having roam around. Then perhaps we could have a regional variant based on the endangered Mediterranean monk seal, which only have about 700 total of these remaining within the wild. It would just be a cool addition to the roster, in my opinion, to have this. So maybe it's time for a Pokemon like Spheal to actually get some, love and get a regional variant. And since the Mediterranean monk seals are in somewhat warmer water, it could be a good fit to have Spheal in this case, with a new water and fire typing. Yes, I think it would be really cool of a typing. I know we've already seen it once before or whatnot, actually 1 or 2 times, I'm not really sure, but I think it's a great fit really, and in general, like, the general vibe would actually make a lot of sense with it being a, water and fire type. And also, it would be really, really, like, cool to just have that on all the beaches where trainers could go and catch it, right? Like, just these fire water seals that are just all around the Scarlet and Violet region. And there's actually a really great design by Tubbs AZ, who put together this really cool concept for what a water and fire type seal could actually look like. And honestly, I think it's a great possibility, especially with the recent growth of Spheal's like popularity since it came into Pokemon Legends Arceus, with the release of that game. Spheal's just kind of skyrocketed in popularity because it's just an adorable Pokemon. So why not give it some extra love and give it a new regional variant? I personally would love that. I think a lot of people will do as well. Then we could perhaps have a sort of regional variant based on the Iberian Wolf, which is also an endangered species of wolf that was once totally widespread throughout pretty much all of Europe, right? We can find this thing literally anywhere, but it has over the last few decades been restricted to mainly the northwest of Spain. So why not take our local Rockruff or Poochyena, which, yes, I know is based on a hyena and not a wolf in this case, and change them into kind of more of a brownish kind of color that mimics that of the Iberian Wolf. In my personal opinion, I think the Iberian Wolf is just a cool Pokemon, and I just love, wolf Pokemon in general. We only really have one with like Rockruff Rockruff and I guess the legendaries of Sword and Shield, but why not introduce maybe another one or change Rockruff to fit with the theme of a brownish Iberian Wolf? Now, it already kind of does in design, technically, but there's always possibilities to change this around and have like, a little bit more of a, general freedom with this and make it just, look a bit different. I mean, we've had Pokemon in the past, or maybe even giving it a third form, like a third form outside of like the, midday, midnight, Lycanroc forms. Maybe give it another one, actually a fourth form, I guess in this case, not even a third one. Just give it again another form might actually make a lot of sense as well. But we could even just skip Rockruff totally and go for Poochyena and change it into more of a brownish color and, make it fit more with that as well. I just want to, again, know you guys' thoughts and opinions on this one. Let me know in the comments down below. Then there is another endangered species of animals in Europe, and that is specifically the European rabbit, which was originally native to the kind of southwest of Europe, but nowadays their main habitat within that area is actually threatened and ruined. So in Spain you can find them, but they are rare. So perhaps we could give like, maybe Lopunny some new love and, appreciation, I guess, and introduce perhaps a ghost type one like a Curian Boneri that was made by Cauctus here. It could be a great idea, but maybe like, going with the idea that these rabbits have gone extinct at this point, so perhaps they now only exist in ghost form and haunt the forests found in Scarlet and Violet, trying to keep people and trainers away from their slowly decaying souls and just trying to not be bothered while they're out there. Now, this one might be a bit ridiculous, and you guys might be like, oh, hey, why would we need this again? But why not also do a regional variant of, well, Diggersby in this case? Yes, I know it's another rabbit, essentially, and whatnot, but why not? Like, this is a design made by PokeJ, specifically over on Twitter, who made a Diggersby regional variant for a Brazilian region that he's creating, and he based it on blacksmiths of the colonial period of Brazil, and that's kind of what he did with all this stuff, who basically forged gold into royal coins and gold bars for the colony and as well for Portugal, which we do also know that Portugal is a part of the Iberian Peninsula and also is a part of what this whole region is going to be based on. So I don't see the issue with maybe including something like this, giving it a fire typing and keeping like, maybe a, ground typing or something in here, or a rock typing instead. So what do you guys think about it? Would you want to see a Diggersby regional variant? I know it's like a less of a popular Pokemon and not as many people are perhaps interested in it, but I personally see no issue with this, and I think it would be just a cool concept. So I want to know your thoughts and opinion. Then there is this design of a Golurk, and this one is really cool. Now, of course, this one was originally meant to be based for a Galar form, but I think this Golurk could also work as a kind of homage to Don Quixote, right? Which is the story of the crazy knight who would just run around and just go up against windmills for whatever reason. So why not have essentially a Golurk that's in the design of a knight? Yes, a straight up freaking knight. And this design right here is bloody fantastic. It just gives you exactly what you want out of this kind of idea. And I personally want it. I want to see this. I think Golurk is a underappreciated, really, it gets no attention. Let's just be honest, okay? Nobody really cares about Golurk for the most part. It did get a bit of attention in the Pokemon anime recently, but I still think there is more work to be done here, and there's more that can be added to make this Pokemon just stand out more in any way or shape. So that's the last one for this list. If there is any that we missed that you guys think should be added, then let us know in the comment section down below. And if you want to see a part 2, let's get to 1,000 likes. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Peace out and bye-bye.